Okay, good morning. Welcome to the cellar at Willems. It's the last couple of days here of harvest, so I thought I'd just do a quick tour of everything a bit of a brief overview of the tools and things that we've used this harvest, just so you can kind of get a feel as to where I've been working. So we've got on the left here a mix of stainless steel tanks, different sizes. So we've got 1500 litres up to 2000, and at the back over there 3000. A plastic tube which is in the back corner there, but it's not really in use. A bunch of old barrels, which have all got the single vineyard Riesling in them. I think they're about 4th or 5th fill barrels, so as to not get too much oak influence. It's more so just to do a bit of spontaneous fermentation. And then the one at the top there with the black rims is our Pinot project. So we've calculated about 20 dozen, I think I mentioned. So it's going to be obviously oaked, but not too much. It's I think it's about 3rd or 4th fill as well, so won't have much oak influence on it at all. We've got the hydro press here, which broke on us last week. The membrane inside it popped, which was slightly annoying as it popped when we had wine going through it. So water pretty much spilt into the wine filter, and then we lost about 300 litres. So it was slightly annoying, but that's pretty much it. It's the top screws off. There's like a balloon in the middle with a filter bag which fits over the balloon, and then you pump the lees in there, and then it hydro presses the lees through these little gaps and gets all the juice out. That's pretty much it. That's an old one which we didn't use. Just the work table here where we do all our checks. One of the pumps with a couple of the tubing. The press, we've just finished cleaning it, so I can give you a bit of a look inside. That's just the pipe from where we're feeding some of the water and chemical solution through to clean it. That's the balloon, there's the filter parts there. I'll see if I can go back and get a bit of a better look at it. So yeah, it's got the tray underneath which pulls out, and connection there for the pipes to go straight to the tank. We have a couple of small little plastic things fermenting away here because we don't have the tank space. As it was a pretty bigger yield vintage, or the yields are bigger this vintage compared to previous, so had to Peter had to think on his feet, and we used some plastic stuff just for some of the entry level things. At the top here is the cooling system. It runs outside through these pipes here to the cooling unit. They're all done. It's quite interesting. Like there, the taps there. It's pretty much on and off, and they feed through above the top, which cools the jacket. Which there's the lip of the jacket just over here. So temperature gauge on it as well. Another little pump over there. I'm just about to send some water through and clean it. Excuse me. It's hydro or high pressure pump, which we used a fair bit for some cleaning as well. These are some of the cool tools that you may have seen. The most interesting one here is the sight glass, which looks like this. So it's obviously you can see through, and it's used in racking, so you can make sure the juice is clear. So we'll fit something like that. With others, obviously it'll probably come out about here, and then you can see that the juice is clear, and turn it off when you're finished using it. So that's pretty much it for the cellar. It's final last few days here for me. It's been a pretty good experience, or really good experience actually. So yeah, it'd be sad to go, but very interesting. Learned a great deal, and hopefully I'll be back again another time. I'll do a bit of a farewell post later, but this is just a bit more of a cellar tour, so you can get a feel as to where I've been spending most of the time last 3-4 weeks. More later.